Have you ever made a really silly face in the mirror? Like puffing up your cheeks or crossing your eyes? What if, oops, your funny face stayed frozen like that forever? That would be wild, right? Well, today's story is about someone whose face was so powerful, so magical, that one look could turn people into stone. Her name? Medusa. Medusa wasn't like other characters in Greek myths. She wasn't a god like Zeus or a hero like Hercules. She was one of the Gorgons, which were monster-like sisters. But here's the twist. Medusa was the only one who wasn't immortal. She had a head full of snakes instead of hair. Yes, real slithery, hissy snakes. What made her famous? Her eyes. If anyone looked straight into them, zap, they'd turn into stone statues. Imagine playing tag and someone shouts, "Freeze!" But you actually can't move ever again. That's Medusa's power. She's also connected to other big names in Greek myths. A hero named Perseus was sent on a quest to defeat her. He needed help from the gods, Athena, goddess of wisdom, and Hermes, messenger of the gods, who gave him shiny tools like a mirrored shield, a sword, and even winged sandals. Here's how the story goes. Long ago, a king wanted Perseus to prove himself by bringing back Medusa's head. Pretty scary assignment, right? Perseus set out with his magical tools. When he reached Medusa's lair, the snakes hissed and curled, and stone statues of unlucky warriors were scattered all around. Perseus knew he couldn't look at her directly, so he held up his shiny shield and used it like a mirror. Step by step, he moved closer, watching Medusa's reflection instead of her real eyes. And then, swoosh! With one swift move of his sword, Perseus cut off Medusa's head. From her neck sprang two incredible beings. Pegasus, the flying horse, and a warrior named Chrysaor. Perseus then used Medusa's head as a powerful tool, because even after she was gone, her eyes could still turn enemies into stone. Now you may not have snake hair or a freeze-ray stare, thank goodness. But think about this. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like people were staring at you, maybe during a school play, or when you had to answer a big question in class? That all eyes on me feeling can be super intense. Medusa's story is like a giant version of that. She reminds us that sometimes being looked at too much can feel powerful, and a little scary too. So could anyone really turn to stone? Not exactly, but nature does have some cool, stone-like tricks. For example, petrified wood. That's when trees get buried under minerals for millions of years, and their wood slowly turns into rock. It looks like a tree, but it's hard as stone. And animals have defenses that are kind of like Medusa's stare. Take the pufferfish. When danger comes, it blows up like a balloon covered in spikes, scaring away predators. Or the cuttlefish, which can flash colors and patterns on its skin so quickly it almost hypnotizes other creatures. So while no one can literally freeze you with a look, nature shows us how powerful appearances can be. Now let's zoom into the future. Imagine if scientists created glasses that worked like Perseus's shield, letting you see dangerous things safely. Astronauts could use them when exploring strange planets, or doctors could use them in surgery to look closely without harm. Or picture robots inspired by Medusa's snakes, tiny robotic arms that can move in every direction at once. They could help repair spaceships, explore the ocean floor, or even help people with delicate tasks like building nanotechnology. Medusa's myth shows us that even scary stories can inspire amazing ideas for the future. So what did we learn today? Medusa wasn't just a monster. She was a character full of mystery, power, and imagination. Her story shows us how myths, nature, and even future technology can all connect. Next time you make a silly face in the mirror, just be glad it doesn't turn anyone to stone. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, keep your eyes open for stories hiding everywhere. Bye-bye!